how does this team continue to be in prime time? What am I missing? Because of the market size? It's hard for me to think that there are enough people in New York. Maybe there are fake Giants fans. Maybe that's the idea from the NFL is that if you cast that wide of a net and that large of a city, you find people, transplants, what have you, that just because they don't want to feel uncomfortable or just maybe they don't follow, I never really followed the football until I got there up New York. Now I'm a Giants fan. Well, how do they keep getting into prime time? And how does this guy keep finding himself on TV when no other football player, at least no other quarterback outside of the opponent, is on TV? It doesn't make any sense. Shout out if you followed the NFL Parlay of the Week. We smashed that. Did some good, did some bad over the weekend. And you know what? The beauty of it is we're back today. We're going to hit a same game parlay. And then I'm going to hit you with the first touchdown score, 2 anytimes, and a play that's going to drive Eric Lindquist mad. You hit the thumbs up button. You subscribe. That's it. That's all I need. That's the only thing I need out there. In fact, I'm going to wet your beak. This isn't my same game parlay, but I'm going to wet your beak with this same game parlay over here from BetMGM. So all I need from you is to take 40 seconds out of your life. 21 or older gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Kentucky, I'm looking at you. If you're watching in Kentucky, you're brand new. Shame on you if you haven't signed up already. It doesn't matter what you bet. Your $10 is going to get 200 back instantly. Maybe, just maybe, you hit this same game parlay here. This one was from BetMGM. I didn't even need to do anything. They just put it together. Waller scores 47.5. We go over. Boy, that thing is just awful, isn't it? Awful. I got this zit in here that it's just impossible to deal with. And it's really bad because every time it looks like I'm picking my nose. But I promise you, I'm trying to bust this thing on the inside. Like, how do you get that in there on the inside of it? I'm picking at it. Like, you're picking your wife's like, you're picking your nose. I'm like, no, I'm trying to bust this thing. All right, I'm going to just do it like this instead. I'll keep it up there like that. Let's get to our first leg of the parlay, shall we? I'm going to push this alt total. I actually think the New York Giants minus Saquon Barkley, most likely. Think the New York Giants actually find a way to get up in this football game. In fact, if you're on the Discord, there's a link below. Come on in. Lindy's there. Ben, Isaiah, me, Lindy. That's the guy you want. But on the Discord, we already talked about this as far as the early win token that you find on DK for the Giants as a good potential. I like the Giants up. I just like Seattle coming back. So I'm not necessarily going to take Seattle to win, but I like them coming back door. And for me, that's an alt 3.5. I don't know why Tyler Lockett doesn't like to be part of the rest of the group, but Darren Waller, we are believing. We're buying the Waller hype. We are taking Waller at 49.5 and saying that despite not having a run game, Daniel Jones going to have to buck up and start earning some cash. And Darren Waller, my God, start playing football. The two of these guys, it is just a disaster at times when the Giants can't move the football and getting suffocated. Well, they don't have Saquon. Who cares at this point? If you're either one of these guys, you need to show up. The other part of this is, oh, by the way, Geno Smith should thrive throwing the football. That's why I threw that same game parlay in from BetMGM with the total going over. Geno should thrive. Tyler, Lockett is going to do some special stuff. And although we haven't seen him dominate to the tune in which we've seen Tyler Lockett take control in games prior, he is going up against a banged up, just inexperienced Giants secondary. And he has been targeted a bunch on the other side. Whoever he may be going up against, both guys on the Giants secondary have been targeted a bunch. Again, the Giants under Wink Martindale are going to be blitzing like there's no freaking tomorrow. So before we get to some touchdown plays, just know that for me, Tyler Lockett, major beneficiary of Geno Smith having to get the ball out, throwing it to Lockett. Even if they're short passes, they'll build up. We're going to write this guy off. I never wrote back. Can't say that anymore. Sorry, Daniel Jones. Geno Smith got to it first. Those are the rules. I didn't make it up. I'm just saying. Hey, I've got plays for you from OddsShopper, but I also have touchdown plays for you. So first, let me just give you these plays, and then I'll give you the first touchdown anytimes and all that. These are from OddsShopper, okay? So all I'm asking is take 40 seconds out of your life. Now, this is 80 seconds total. One for BetMGM, the other split down the middle, 40 for OddsShopper. All right, 50% off your first month, your first week, whatever your purchase is. There's a link below. Sign up and do it. Here are some plays for you in return. And yeah, by the way, when you sign up, you don't need to wait for me. You don't shut up. You don't need to wait for me. Bang, there you have it. There you go. All of those. 4 for tonight, and then you have a Saints early look play there. I love when we get in early looks, don't you? Hey, Darren Waller, first touchdown. Okay, let's talk through it. We already have Darren Waller doing some stuff. We have Darren Waller just being the key guy for Daniel Jones in a necessary scoring spot. And for Waller to get 16-1 when he will be a focal, if not the focal point of the pass game, willing to take those odds. Giants defense plus 650. Look, they're going to blitz and they won't stop. They could be down by 2 touchdowns. They will not stop. Wink Martindale just keeps them coming. It's like waves and waves battling these crazy mythical creature, whatever the hell in these movies. Now, here you go. Gary Brightwell. The worst case scenario, Saquon Barkley's out there and Gary Brightwell voids. Best case scenario, we are jumping ahead of the absence of one Barkley. If you look at this number here, Gary Brightwell, bright it up, 2,800. I'm in. Lindquist hates that. Hates it. Oof, does he hate it? Just gave you 4 touchdown plays, including a first. Just gave you a 3-leg same game parlay plus 347. All of that. And on top of that, I gave you these OddsShopper plays. I'm giving everything away today. It's crazy. I feel like Crazy Eddie.